Playback indicates some detection without certainty.
Kieran Jindosh.
General detection state. The machine concludes here, and nothing further is amiss.
Dunwall is proud of its navy. Soon you'll see what an army of clockworks can accomplish.
Red for detection registered. Entering combat state. Combat protocol 8.
What was that?
Okay. Enemy encountered. Housing breach. This plays if someone eludes the machine.
Let me put some silver in your
Playback
imperial
indicates-
skull.
Lost enemy.
Kill her!
Tracing visual detection.
By the way, will you...
Quarry lost. Machine performing well. Enemy executed. General detection state. Combat organism detached.
What was that?
Playback for combat protocols. Quarry
Goodbye, Grand Inventor.
Playback for detection registered. Something tripped the detection rig on Julie. Machine performing well.
What was
Enemy
that?
execution. Enemy evasion.
Goodbye, Grand Inventor.
Playback for detection registered. This playback indicates a false positive. Unauthorized presence.
What was that?
Playback for combat. Playback for detection registered. This playback indicates a false positive. Detached.
What was that?
Okay. Enemy
Goodbye, Grand Inventor.
The machine is experiencing uncertainty. Return to idle. Detached.
What was that?
Playback indicates lost enemy.
Oh, good show. You've overcome one of my clockwork soldiers from the sound of it. Surprising, given your cobbled upbringing.
Extending exploration of the area.
Better search the
The
office
machine is
very
still searching.
carefully.
Continue search.
Can't stay hidden forever.
When displayed, search is underway.
Not only will I find you, I'll have the pleasure of watching one of my clockworks take you apart.
Search playback. Playback for combat protocols.
Not enough power.
Playback indicates a young woman, armed. Wooden housing breached. If the head is detached, identifying the enemy is impossible. Increasing power perception. This playback indicates some detection without certainty. Enemy evasion successful. The machine is now cooling down. The machine has lost its quarry. This plays if someone eludes the machine. Quarry lost. Quarry lost. Triggering Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. Playback indicates lost enemy.
Not enough power.
Displays of somebody lose.
Sokolov, once the royal physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In your prime, the most sought-after painter in all the empire. My hero in younger days. Now, my puppet.
If you're going to use this inelegant-looking device against me, get on with it, Jindosh. Though I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the apparatus.
Patience, friend, patience. The sequence of events is important. You'll come to understand my electroshock machine, but when? Before or after that light leaves your eyes? And where does it go when it disappears? Who will tell me that?
Has anyone ever loved the sound of his own voice as much as you do, Kieran? Perhaps the device could tell us that.
Switching to alternative tactical mode.
But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the
The
most.
machine has lost its quarry.
Intellect. If you won't agree to collaborate on the next clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours, Sokolov.
I refuse. If I'm to be a drooling idiot, at least I won't be bothered by any more of your rambling theories.
The other lab machines are draining away too much electricity.
machine is overheating. Shut down mode. Enemy evasion successful.
Not enough power.
Quarry lost. Amplified. General detection state. Playback for detection registered.
The electroshock machine should work now.
No! You don't know what you're doing! Anything! I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
Too bad it had to come to this, Jindosh.
And if I combine the acid against a copper plate, what does it do? I knew that a moment ago. Does anyone know?
Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. Playback indicates lost enemy. Entering combat state.
nuisance to the city. Didn't anybody tell you? I hope you kissed your kids goodbye this morning.
If I want to dance, then I can.
Let me help.
See what I can do.
You did it. How is he? He's frail and wounded, but he'll recover. I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship. Let's go then. The void, but somehow different this time.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
I told you. When you're older, perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a court every day.
This is, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? Mommy, God, I swear.
Next year, I promise.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't bring it.
Would you like to tell me what you?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessamine, what is your account?
It was her. Delilah's line. She broke it.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died, I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Her sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not. When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
Even the void, if only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon. Into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few hours.
Making better progress than I would have expected.
Good to see you're still with us. Thank you for helping, Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
Then we'll have to make sure Duke Luca Abel doesn't overstay his welcome.
Karnaka's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
I appreciate your thoughts on the matter, Alexandria. Ah, the Empress has risen. A peaceful sleep, I hope.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and my father is... missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Serkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous. As obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to. One of the more elaborate structures in Karnaca, closed to the public. More of the Duke's questionable rulership. It'll be good to see the Royal Conservatory, even if it's closed to the public. I have trouble remembering my mother's face sometimes, but there might be some resemblance.
Painted from memory. While trying to learn more about what the Duke of Serkonos was up to, I began hearing a name I hadn't heard in almost 2 decades. Delilah Copperspoon. We painted together for a time, but her obsession with the occult and the Caldwin family took her out of my circles.
I saw some of her paintings. Beautiful, but somehow sinister.
You knew Delilah? All this time traveling with you and you never mentioned
My
that?
past is none of your business. You don't own everything, Empress.
Another life, another life. Megan came to Karnaca to reinvent herself. Maybe I did as well, but the Duke of Serkonos had other ideas.
I can see why you like her. She's almost as secretive as you.